gonna take this. Hey, do you have water that I could like waterfall?
Yeah.
Are you cool with me waterfalling?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, thank you. All right, but anyways,
We are back.
I forgot that Sean had a Palu. It's been a while since I've seen this. Historically, I didn't know he actually had pulled it out in bracket, but it seems like it's doing remotely all right. Well, you know, it's functioning.
He's not lost yet, and that's better than everyone else in the bracket. Is going to be able to connect with that landing back air as well on his way back to stage, so evens up the stock count pretty quickly, and Palu finds herself in a unique situation in this matchup where Wolf can zone against Min Min, but Palutena can zone while boxing at the same time, and that's throwing out the explosive flames, throwing out the auto reticles, and then using them as a sort of smoke screen to approach past them, and we're seeing that like work out very, very well for MopN already.
Oh, sorry, that shit got caught in my throat. Fuck. Ow. Okay, anyway, I'm back. No, but Sean now up in the stock count, or up in the percent count, seem to be doing a relatively good job now off stage.
And maybe it just took a stock to get warmed up, and now that he's gotten warmed up, it's been a much different affair coming out by MopN, being able to just completely domineer neutral so far, has not really given any sort of opportunity for Xerzal to find a landing, and taking the stock already, this is much less living time than we've seen Xerzal get against all of the other players in bracket.
Absolutely, and I honestly really like this pick out of Sean in comparison to Roy, Wolf. Obviously, the Wolf has not worked out for any of these other players.
Yeah, I think Xerzal's got enough Wolf experience in this bracket.
No, absolutely. So, but we're also not seeing Pyro Mithra. I wonder if Sean were to lose a game, if we would see that swap.
It's entirely possible, but again, I mentioned it before we went to our short Advil break, where he's got a lot of margin for error. Meanwhile, Xerzal really doesn't. So
Sure.
he's got a lot of room to play with, and I think he's more than happy to use that room to experiment, at least early on. And at least right now, the Palu's working out very, very well. He's on the verge of taking game one while in a two-stock fashion.
Absolutely, no. He's finding a lot of opportunities with these auto reticles and these explosive flames to really cut off Xerzal, really interrupt him trying to use his arm pressure.
Just dashes in an empty dash too. I think if he had popped the dash attack, it would have sufficed to beat that out, but just didn't push a button and ended up getting punished with the up smash for it. Now, this is a situation we've seen Xerzal rob people in several times throughout this bracket, so MopN needs to be very, very careful with how he plays this. Gets the back air, tries to force, or does successfully rather, force a jump out using the explosive flame, now going to be chasing off stage.
Doing the ledge traps down till then able to, having enough time to get the roll-in punish.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I don't like this situation that MopN has put himself in, but he is going to be able to just drop from platform, get the bear, and the auto reticle. The auto reticle is going to do that little last push, like that half inch into the blast zone
He was just teetering on the brink, and he just gave him the nice, healthy pat off the ledge into the kill zone.
Little pokey poke.
I was almost one of the I think that was the fastest counter pick stage I've seen out of him, to those bands immediately into a town and city pick.
It's just like triplets.
Yeah. Well, no, Sean isn't going to be banned in the triplets.
You
get the idea.
You get the idea.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, yeah.
That's me against Morad, triplats. I don't care what the stage list is, triplats are banned. If I have one ban, I'm still banning both triplats.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't stop me.
It's like the shared ban we used to see in Smash 4, but between Battlefield and Dreamland. But anyway, now Sean getting a little bit of press on ledge, but going on a Nair train now.
No, it's only 2 Nairs, not it's the Nair Express.
There we go, of course, yeah. Not a full on train.
It's not the full commute. It's just the quick ride downtown.
Absolutely. Good to see him off stage yet again. Hopefully MopN can really secure this stock, because that first one was very convincing by Xerzal.
Gets caught by the dash attack, trying to chase off stage 2, now has him stuck on the ledge, and these short hops are actually very intimidating from MopN.
No, absolutely, and this is more just talking about Sean's patience. Patience on ledge, but also in just neutral situations to make sure you are forced to make a decision. Absolutely, and he's going to play around that.
Tries for the down tilt there, but isn't quite able to find it. manages to get back to stage here as well. And this is actually looking really, really good for Xerzal. The longer that he lives here, the longer that MopN is unable to take the stock, just the worse of a situation this gets. And we've seen it several times on Town and City specifically throughout the duration of this event. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't be satisfied with these auto reticles. You really do have to secure a kill at some point, and that is what
I did secure a kill with auto reticle last game.
Well, yeah, but in a very, he's got to use a move to get him off to that to be killed with auto reticle. That nair is going to take it though. Good
nair on the ledge. I've seen that nair from a lot of Palutenas, especially on Town and City, being able to find that off stage. It's a very, very good kill option. Speaking of very good kill option, nair, another different nair.
Was that
coming out.
Ram Ram?
That was Ram Ram nair.
Why did that kill?
Welcome to Min Min.
That's kind of a little on the wild side, if you ask me. However, both of those arms meeting Sean's shield into the punish.
Tries to get land with that back air, but the wall of arms is still just, it's ever present. Almost gets caught by that dragon laser as well, almost sent deep off stage, but is going to be able to get the parry on the nair, but another parry on the nair, and that's something that we actually haven't seen too many people doing against Xerzal, is parrying the nair.
Absolutely, but Xerzal doing a great job of getting his jump reads when he needs them to secure these kills and continue to press on stage. He is fucking dead.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, he's just gone, and now we're going to see 1-1 in his first set of grinds.
I wonder if MopN's going to counterpick. We've seen him actually being relatively stubborn in terms of character picks throughout this bracket so far. Just once he starts a character, he's probably going to finish that character. But given how poorly that game went, at least in terms of the stocks and the percents and the combos and the ledge trapping and everything else, we are going to see him run it back to Palu.
I imagine that if we see this go to see Sean go down another game, he is likely going to try out the Pyra and Mithra. If not, then we'll almost certainly see it in the reset, should it happen. Perhaps Sean, now that he's finally got a counter pick to use, he's feeling a little bit more confident in the Palutena, as opposed to playing on Xerzal's pick.
Now coming down, though, Small Battlefield's actually been one of the Xerzal's more common counter picks. I'm interested to see. I wonder if MopN's been paying attention to the other sets, because both Smashville and Small Battlefield have been like Xerzal's havens alongside Town and City. So this is a little bit of an interesting spot to pick to, and MopN just struggling to find a hit.
No, absolutely, and this is a very that's terrible. So now Sean's going to have to work his way from quite a lead. If he were to go down 2-1, this would be very, very bad for his headspace as well, I imagine.
MopN, from what I've garnered being in Alabama as long as I have, very, very momentum-based player. He's very good at playing patient when he when he's in the right headspace. But if he loses that headspace, specifically by, like, for example, going down 2-1 to Min Min, it's very easy for him to get a little bit impatient and start picking the incorrect options and losing that patience.
No, absolutely, and Sean definitely, when you can see it based on his your interactions with him after some sets, particularly ones he lost, that he does get it within his own head. A little bit too often, unfortunately, but I think he's been working on that and made a lot of strides in it lately. Maybe not enough strides to
he's not dead.
2-1 against Min Min, however.
He's not dead yet, and while he's still got a stock, where there's a will, there's a way, but Min Min is not going to make it easy, especially with all these constant hitboxes flowing out. Comes back up to stage, and the landing nair is going to decide that stock.
Absolutely no, and Sean is doing a very good job of parrying a lot of Xerzal's options, and gaining those extra frames to approach with and really closing this gap. That auto reticle is going to give him quite the gimp at 70.
An interesting kill, and funnily enough, that's the second auto reticle kill we've seen this set. Usually, like, the average number of auto reticle kills per game is 0.
It is 0 as a matter of fact.
It's 0, but I guess MopN just showing us just how far above average this Palutena is.
Absolutely, and we're also seeing some interesting properties with auto reticle, since there's multiple projectiles fired, and only one of those trades, only one arm can only absorb one projectile. So if Xerzal,
right, it's a big difference from how it worked with Wolf Laser previously.
Absolutely, and also because of where her staff is, in grounded situations, we see the auto reticle pass over the arms in a lot of situations. So.
I'm just confused at what that option was from MopN. Like, why did he do runoff auto reticle?
Dude, don't worry about it. Hey, it's worked for him twice, right? You know.
No, it's normal auto reticle from on stage has been working pretty well, but he's on the verge of taking this game. He has to be careful that he doesn't get min-minned, and he gets min-minned.
Oh,
no, he's not dead.
No kill with Megawatt.
Could be the kill on the ledge trap, though. He's got to be super careful with how he approaches this. Gets the shield out just in time. This is going to be the down throw back air. No, he goes for the up air instead. Tries to go real deep off stage 2. Expects the fast fall coming out from Min, and roll after roll after roll. Not going to result in the kill, and the auto reticle is going to do it. MopN goes up 2-1 versus Xerzal. The first person in a real long time to find a game lead in any best of 5 versus this Min.
Absolutely no. Xerzal very often, once he gets that momentum, he keeps that momentum. He's both he and Min are very good at once they grab it, they do not have any intention of letting go. However, Sean able to work his way out and find those kills. We're up to 3 auto reticle kills. Hopefully, we see some maybe go into the 4 or 5 range with this.
This is like he's pushing for a world record at this point. I think the most auto reticle kills I ever saw in a set. It was Chag versus I can't remember who it was, but it was a Dr. Mario that wasn't Mabel.
Yeah.
And Chag killed this dude like 6 times in a best of I think all 3 kills in the best of 3 were with auto reticle. So we need to see 6 kills across this best of 5.
For the world record.
We're at 4 right now.
Absolutely. Now we're going back to Smashville. Xerzal has shown
he's dead.
No,
he's not. Okay.
My goodness, getting a little bit of drift out of the up B. But Xerzal has shown he's very competent at this stage, very comfortable in using it for a counterpick against these players.
And I mean, it's his counterpick for a reason, finding the early kill against MopN, but MopN might be looking for an early kill of his own. I saw that down air attempt at a 2-frame, and he's looking for the auto reticle as well. Tries to keep MopN tries to keep Xerzal stuck off stage again, but Xerzal manages to get back. Not for long though. He keeps his double jump. Yeah, he's still at his double jump.
Ooh, that explosive flame is going to catch him and leaves Xerzal in a terrible situation. However, down air's past any of MopN's pressure, and now we're back on stage. Ooh, we're seeing some dash attacks, some down smashes that we have not seen from Xerzal almost at all this entire tournament, frankly.
I mean, throughout the tournament, he hasn't really had a reason to need to close space, because, I mean, that's just how Min is. But MopN's creating a unique setup here, where Xerzal actually does need to get in a little bit closer than he needed to against the other characters, because MopN's very, very happy to play the zoning game against Xerzal when the other characters really didn't have that opportunity. Now he takes the stock with the back air on the get-up attack, and it's actually like not the worst situation, because this could be not just a big damage combo, but potentially a kill if MopN plays his cards correctly.
Absolutely. We are seeing some very fun properties of back air come out in this set, where Sean actually is able to back air one of the arms. No, he's not dead. Actually, he is dead. Okay. I thought he still had a double jump for a second there. Right.
But he definitely did not.
No, absolutely. Opting to go for an up air in that situation, maybe just needing the hitbox. I'm not worried with the angle that it would send at. Sean's patience really, hopefully, will save him the day, though. If not, I'd be very impressed and very happy with how Xerzal's played today. He's really done a fantastic job in this bracket.
Trying for... very nearly gets the back air. Finds it this time. If MopN can get the kill here, he's not in the worst of positions going to be looking for and finding the back air on the get up yet again. That's the way he's been taking quite a few of these stocks on this game, on Smashville specifically. But now he needs to find his way in yet again, maybe get a couple nairs going. Regardless, he needs something, gets the nair there. Really good starter. This could be what he needs. He's almost fully evened up the percents, but then Xerzal finds that Dragon Laser.
Absolutely. These parries really helping out Sean, has allowed him to gain this 50% that he desperately needs in order to make this comeback on Smashville. Runs purely full across the stage in a very aggressive fashion that we have not really seen out of him today.
Jumps back on stage. That's actually interesting that that MopN decided to circumvent the legend that could be it. Not going to be able to get the turnaround. I thought for sure that was going to be a turnaround bear in that situation. Not going to do it just yet, but this is so close, so even. Are we going to see the 3-1 victory from MopN, or are we going to see a Game 5 situation yet again with Xerzal as the main reason behind it? MopN looks for the bear and finds the shield poke. That's going to be it. That is going to be MopN taking the tournament here at the Nerd Torch Cafe, 3-1 over Xerzal, and winning from the winner's side.
Massive pop-off coming out of Sean. I saw him actually almost pole vaults over both the setup and the stream setup from